story-wise. But think carefully. Well, this just... Oh, this drops us off back on the plateau, at least. Alright, well, that was neat. I want to see what else is up here. Besides, you know, a dragon. Which, by the way... Gotta remember there's a dragon. Wanted to see what this, if there was anything here at this compass. Besides just another shard. They always have starlight shards, and I don't know if they're pointing in, like, a specific direction or something. Would like to avoid where the dragon is. So I think, like... I think Ranni was prepared to, like, walk her path alone. And maybe that's why she ended up where she was. She was doing her own journey. But then I, like, said, nah, I have that ring, girl. I'm going to put a ring on it. And she's like, oh, well, I guess now we're going together. So I think the ring mentioned some item. One of the many items we ended up getting. Oh, God, this rat got in my way. Mentioned that, it was hidden away so that she would walk the path alone, I think? Oh, fuck you. I don't want to fight you. Is there anything around here? Besides you? Hopefully you won't follow me down. Well, that's nice. Let's return over here. Go to the ruins over here, and then make our way down to that, and then down to here. There might be a bit more than... I mean, hell, there could be a bit more in those ruins I was just at, actually, but I don't want to fuck with that. Revenant enemy? Let me actually go look real quick. Because a smithing stone is fine. But it's not as cool as what I maybe would have expected from ruins. Oh, there's just a lot of these fucks here. Yeah, fuck this place. I'm looking around, but I don't want to be here. I was right, though, to return. Weird that was an illusory floor when the, there was still, like, a gate. Like, it was very clear what was there. That would be, what, better magic, right? Vastly raises MP by 11 instead of 7. Not bad. Alright, now I'm gonna teleport... Oh, I almost teleported to the village underneath. I got confused. That underneath village is confusing to me. I mean, I think we can handle this dragon. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I kind of got spent with the albatross creature. That was a little rude. I hate you guys teleporting. That's also rude. Look at you booking it. Where are you going? The music's kind of scary for annoying teleporting mage land. Thanks, messages. You can definitely see where the floor would be. And like I said before, I'm pretty sure... Is it really dung? It wouldn't. That's not bad. I'm pretty sure every ruin seems like it needs to have a... Oh, you can actually see where those mines are going to be. There are little things in the ground. Like I said before, though, I think every ruin has to have at least one underground bit. Whether or not that was the only one, I don't really know. Probably not, because it looks like there's a lot more up here. Unless if I was over here already. I might have been over here, because this is where it was, wasn't it? There could be more. Not really too worried about it. Yeah, this place is neat. This game's pretty neat. You can't tell. I kind of like it. What is that? Another... Oh, that's a bunch of dragons. I'm going to say they're not boss dragons because there's many of them. I don't really see like an item, so I'm going to just avoid you, I think. They might be like the ones we saw at the, turtle. He's a dragon. What is this for? Ooh, a Gowl. I can see the world! What a weird hop zone. Time to get my ass kicked at a Gowl. I think the enemy doesn't spawn until you actually get close to their spawning point. So I can try setting up. Probably should have used my flask. Okay, you're a little bit of a teleporty lad. Well, teleporting being a more of a dodgy thing. That's scary. You're a little scary. I'm gonna get oh, fuck! Why is that available? Why is that possible? You think you can make them fall into that hole? Oh, cool. The stake didn't work. That's cool. We might not do that Gowl right now. Loads of things I'm deciding not to do right now. We want to avoid these dragons, though. Don't really want to peeve them off. That seems like a bad idea. I guess since I found Ranni and I married her, I should probably tell EG, because he's like her dad, right? Went a little too far. Right? And Blaith is her brother? I wonder if the stake didn't work because I was out of the zone, technically. Since I fell. So keep that in mind. Hot tip. The Gowl doesn't imprison you right in here. You are kind of potentially gonna fall. But maybe you can make that, what is it? Black Blade? I'm not gonna worry about you guys. Maybe I should. You guys are being a little extreme. Ooh. This looks neat. Oh, no. I'm kind of in just a book it mood, so... Huh. Maybe getting you in there wasn't a good idea. Was that on the map? Kind of weird that it's just smithing stones. I think I could also... Not really. I think I could have actually gotten Turret in there. Hopefully I can actually fall down there. That wolf does a lot of damage to me. So I don't think I want to really try to fight it either. Oh, that might be the same dragon zone I saw before. Yeah, I think that's just where all the dragons were the last time. I want to make sure I don't alert you. Don't think I can fall down there. Unless... Well, I lost those souls, but I think that would have worked if I double jumped. Or if I went a little faster. That was a lot of souls, so I'm not exactly happy with that. Not really happy with that at all. Look at this turtle watching the dragons. Probably like loads of stuff I'm missing over here too. I wonder if there's a memory stone in that tower. That looks like a memory stone tower. There I go dying again because I went too fast because I got scared of the dragon. Dude, I just want to go into that last bit that's over there because I'm sure I'll get like a smithing stone 7 and that would be very nice. I don't know why I even went for those souls. I knew there was nothing in there. 8th time's the charm. I don't know what time this is. How many have we done? Listen, I killed that weird bug man. That weird space bug lad. I'm a pretty cool guy. Oh, fuck you. No, I'm not accepting that. That shouldn't have happened. Lesson learned, though. Let's just not go that way. Let's just not. We'll go down and around. Try going through the woods to see if there's anything. What's that? Oh, I thought that was like a... I thought that was like a broken bridge over here. We do have to kind of go through those ruins. Well, as long as we don't, like, trigger all those scary guys. And as long as I don't just jump off a cliff. Where's the 2 moons? Actually, considering the location. Or we could have dropped down this. I hate deer noises. You can stop with the deer noises, they scare me. I was gonna say, considering we have to go this way, probably would have been better to... Probably would have been better to teleport to the cathedral or church or whatever that was over there. Alright, well, I know right now that I need to watch out for things that will just appear. That seems to kind of be a theme here. Go down here. Turtle. I appreciate all the turtles here. It makes me feel comfortable. Safe. Huh. Comfortable. Safe. There's nothing over here? Maybe I'm just blind, but we'll just keep going. So, I mean, since we got all of that done, I know we want to go take the lift, but I think what I kind of want to, I don't know, I'm going to have to think about it. I kind of want to try to clean up some of the stuff that I didn't fight in Caelid specifically, since we basically beat the Caelid boss, so I think we're, like, done there. I'm assuming that's how it works. Alright, let me just get to the tower and hope that there's a grace and that something isn't going to spawn while I run over there. I see the grace. Now where's the scary spawn? I also see a book, which usually means we gotta hunt turtles. Could this be a bug? Therefore be wary of map. What do you mean? Dog ahead, but seek down? I know we haven't triggered it yet, but I want to figure out where it might be. It wouldn't be like all the way down, would it? Slug ahead. Here. Dog. Try down. Maybe it's on that like really weird geometry that looks like they might have broke a little bit. Shouldn't jump. Ranged battle required ahead. Just wondering where the other dogs might be. Seek a nimble sort. Yeah, I'm pretty nimble when I want to be. Do you think dog would be here? I want to just see the messages because the, you know, last time there were ghosts that appeared to fight us. So I'd like to just avoid having to worry about that at all, if at all possible. I could see a dog being here, but I don't see messages, so who knows. Secret tunnel! I like your secret tunnel. I guess I should have liked the cramped space too. It was a fun one. These turtles look like they're talking to the mouse. Alright, well, I mean, I don't have any souls. I have 16, so I guess it's not going to be a big deal if I have to. 3 great wise beasts. So the messages said, oh, something over here. I didn't see any... Hello! Got him! Thank you, messages. Let me at least like one of them. What a really weird spot to put one. No dog ahead. Didn't expect a lovable sort. Yeah, penguins are cool. There's something down there. Not dog, but... thought I saw something weird. This is a small part of the map, so I would assume it's further, but hopefully not like the whole frickin' plateau. I feel like that would be a bit extreme. I'll try that weird corner. Not this one, but the other. I'm going to try this one just in case. But the cliff side over here. That's where the giant one that was on the side I had to kill was. Doesn't really look like there's anything here. I can't really imagine they expect you to climb this way. I would like it if there was a way to know where your range on this is. I might have to look this up just to figure out. I think where all of these flowers might be indicates where you would have to be for turtles. I don't know if there's a way to indicate that you're like still in the zone. And that's that tower. I guess I can go and try to get that last stone. Freehold dog. I mean, you're not the one I need, but you're still a good dog. Loads of dogs, but not the dogs I need. Too high up. Yeah. Wonder if you would be able to see the giant turtle from there. I feel like I have to be too far away. But I don't know. It didn't look like there was a lot of areas to explore. Yeah, I might look this one up. Because the only alternative I would have is trying to explore the whole area again for turtles. And if it is like a whole zone, well, geez, the one thing I can think of is if it's a whole zone, they probably would be around where other turtles are, right? The whole zone isn't even overly that big. Okay. So it is basically the whole area. The seal opened? I only got 2 turtles, didn't I? Where was the other one? Wait, what? Do 2 turtles count as 3? 2 big turtles? 3 great wise beasts. Yeah, maybe I'm not good at counting. Well, I'm glad I found that one then. Dude, I don't know. Maybe something accidentally killed the other turtle? Now I'm gonna really want to look it up. Because of the area being... Like, this is basically what Ronnie's tower looked like. Because it's so big, though, I'm expecting an enemy. Last time we were... I thought I heard something. Forgive me. Like, I just feel like having all those rooms would, make sense for, like, an enemy spawn. Memory? Ooh, Ronnie's Dark Moon. Well, I'm sure that's a magic, but... That's interesting, because we could get a different Dark Moon spell with, Rennala's boss soul. Legendary sorcery associated with the Carrion Queen uses the caster as a vessel to incarnate a cold dark moon, then sends it floating towards foes. The dark moon dispels all sorcery that touches it, and temporarily reduces magic damage negation for those it strikes. This moon was encountered by young Ranni, led by the hand of her mother, Rennala. Rennala was her mother. What she beheld was cold, dark, and veiled in occult mystery. I think we saw everything I would want to. There might be, and probably is, other stuff I didn't see, but I think we're good. Let's go talk to our boy here. Yo, what up?
Well, my fellow, as war counselor, Lady Ranni, along the now, Lady Ranni, I pray that you serve her well.
I guess he kind of had the same thing.
Along the now, Lady Ranni, I pray that you.
Wait, was there something else there?
Along the dark path of the
No, that was the same. Dude, where would Blythe be? Because I think we're, like, done with that quest. That seemed like we were, like, actually finished there. We got a Moonlight Greatsword out of it. Over here? Oh, Gari, right. Not at Mistwood. I don't know if it would have told me if he was. Maybe I have to go back. White Mask Varus is over there. Maybe he's at the tower, but I doubt it. I guess maybe there's a reason there's a bonfire. Well, I didn't mean to teleport here, but I'm glad I did, because I was going to say maybe the bonfire up here is so you can teleport here. Well, someone's mad and talking. Guess they're down here then. Blythe, buddy, was that you? I don't know why I'm looking at my level up. Where was he? Someone was talking. Oh. Blythe, buddy, what up? Bro. Oh! Buddy. Don't do this, bro. So, I mean, is the Baneful Shadow. Ooh, you got a little bit of extra shit going. More bestial. Oh! I'm glad I backed off. I was thinking that looked like it might shockwave. Fuck. Shouldn't have tried to get in there. Blythe! Don't... Dude. You've been gone for, like, ever, and now you're just being pissy? Yeah, you let that happen. I let this happen, too. Damn, that would have been a sick finish if it worked. But now we just had a lame finish. It's like him jumping me and me jumping him. That sucks. What? Royal Greatsword, blades. We got his armor, but at what cost? Oh, night. Time for sleep. Yeah. Wait, who are you? Friend. Master. You ain't got no head. I don't... Am I missing something about what's happening here? Well, let's look at the stuff we got. Royal Greatsword. Greatsword decorated in Royal Carrion style, favored weapon of Blaith the Half-Wolf. In defiance of the fate he was born to, Blade swore to serve no master but Ranni. As proof, the sword was imbued with a cold magic at the moment the oath was sworn. Wolf's Assault. Infuse the greatsword with frost, then perform a forward somersault to plunge it into the ground, then pull it out to release a cold blast. So, obviously what he was doing. Blade's armor is really good, but it's heavy. How heavy compared to mine? 13. Well-worn black armor of the man-wolf Blade. The pelt serves as a cape protecting from cold. Blade was the blade of Ranni, but the cold bothered him anyway. I don't really like that it says the cold bothered him anyway. I feel like they were trying to go for a Frozen reference there, and it kind of is gross. Blade, who served as Ranni's shadow, was a loyal ally who would defy destiny itself if it would have him turn upon his lady. Who served as Ranni's shadow was a loyal ally who would defy destiny itself if it would have him turn upon his lady. Why would destiny do that, though? I took my pants off. My bad. Ranni's shadow. That's not... That is technically better. The gauntlets were not better, but they weighed less. Can I finagle a cape out of this? No, but I could look like Blaith. I like his cape. Can I finagle anything out of this? I think this was heavier. Carrion Night Greaves are light enough to make me medium weight. Vagabond Night Greaves, too. Looking good. EG's like the only other person I can talk to right now. Maybe he can explain what was going on. Dude, Blaze like was gone forever, and then he just comes in and is like, "Oh, I'm a beast now."
Well, my fellow, as war council.
Yeah, Blade's fucking dead.
Unthinkable. How could Blythe? How did he
Blythe, sorry.
from his cell?
What?
No. More importantly, Blythe became a curse that plagued Lady Ranni. Yet even in madness, gave himself to her. I've made a grave misjudgment. And I thought myself a capable war counselor. I'll catch up with you soon enough, Blythe. When I do, I only hope you'll accept my apology.
What, Sal? Why was he like, plague on her, or blight, or whatever he said? I also don't like the catch up with you bit. You're not, like, gonna kill yourself, are you? It's for us at a bonfire, I guess, and see what happens. Well, oh shit, yeah. What? So these are like the, god damn. I have no idea what's happening, but it seems like these are the, because I saw that one had the knife. I guess the other body we saw was the other one. The black knives, yeah, I think. Is that what it was? Those are the people, the black knives? I think the gal over here. Ringleader's over gal, never mind. I think that ringleader is one of these guys too. Were they just assaulting you guys? What? So, like, they're coming after you guys now? Bell bearing. Owen got his mirror helmet. It's not beautiful, dude. Dude, like, how many people are alive at this point? Oh, there were a couple of them, actually. We'll see what the mirror helmet says. Helm fashioned from a crystal-looking glass, said to have never left War Counselor E.G.'s head. Easily broken and weak against striking attacks worn by those committed to high treason, it wards off the intervention of the greater will in its vassal fingers. E.G. was afraid, terrified of his own treachery. Dude, I'm gonna have to, like, actually look up what the plot is, because things are happening and I don't get it. E.G.'s burning. It's like the Black Flame, too. I don't know if there's any significance to that. I doubt there's anything of interest here, but I didn't get a chance to look at what I can get from that boss soul. Bastard Stars. It's a flail. I guess it's like his tail, maybe. Flail which deals magic damage, having been imbued with power by the remembrance of Astel. Formed of the same many-colored star debris that comprised the form of the natural born of the void. Nebula imbues the natural born star with magic to perform a sweeping strike. This attack leaves a dark cloud of stars in its wake that lingers before they explode. We kind of saw that move before. And then Waves of Darkness, Ash of War. Waves of Darkness plunges armament into the ground and to release 3 Waves of Darkness. Follow up with a strong attack to swing the armament in a sweeping strike. Usable on great axes, great hammers, great spears, and colossal weapons. And I doubt we get anything here. Yeah.
Now go.
Shut up, lady. Can't you see I'm in pain because Blythe raged out? I don't even, like... Nothing even talks about him going into, like, an anger mode. You have anything to say about what's been happening?
You may be our best hope.
I think that was the same thing. Yeah, I don't think that was anything new. I guess EG's ball bearing can go to you. You guys are gonna become so strong. Alright, I forgot we got, like, Ghost Pickles. Oh, Ghost Form Picker. My bad. It wasn't Pickles. We can get this all the way up to 6 with the Ghost Glove Wart. That's crazy. That's a lot. I think this is what I got from that, ball bearing. And then obviously, EG's would just be the smithing stones and probably that amulet. So could I... Oh, anyone in here still? No. Can I upgrade my faith thing? I need one more smithing stone 5. And then that'll... Doesn't really increase my incant scaling too much. But I mean, I guess I haven't really been pushing faith as much as I should.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit?
And I don't have enough for that, and I don't... Yeah, we're fine. We're good. So... Mainly we want to go this way. But like I said, I looked up what was going on with Redmane Castle, and I also looked up Celia. So I know generally what I missed, and I guess we'll go here so I can get what I missed, and then we will, I did unmark you. We'll go there and get what we generally missed, I guess. And then maybe try these bosses that I skipped out on. Especially since we have a mimic now. I forgot to put a marker back down there. I also do want to do this. I did look this up. It looks like we do have to fight all 3 at once. but the reward we get is pretty good. So I lost a big chunk of my recording. I will go over some of that a bit later. I was able to save a bit of it from the PlayStation recording feature, but that like saved up to an hour. I need to see. I think I can maybe set that to save more. But I played for longer than an hour. I said before all I was doing was cleanup, but you're not gonna really see what that cleanup was. So I finished off Sellia. I did the Crystal Tunnel, the Abandoned Cave, the Elden Watchdogs over here, and I did this. So all of that is missing, and I apologize. It wasn't really that difficult. I think I am over leveled after everything I've done. Also, I'm at level 80. I think I leveled up twice, maybe more, but I'm pretty sure all I did was put it into Vigor. I think I was over level because all I really did, like, I think all the ones that were basically normal enemies had, like, normal enemy health because they went down pretty quickly. For example, the, and again, I wish that I could have saved it because it was kind of funny. Abandoned Cave had the Clean Rot soldiers, which we've seen in the General Rot location here. It was the two of them, one spawned in eventually. All I did was when I started to, before I went into the arena, I did Flame Grant Me Strength, I did Blood Flame, and I did the Chug, and then I just did my weapon arts, and basically that took out most of the first one's health. A couple more swings and they were dead, way before the second one even spawned in. And that honestly was basically how all those other boss fights went. The, I forgot what it was called. The, where is it? It was like a Fallen Beast or something. Fallstar Beast. The Sellia Crystal Tunnel Beast went down pretty quick too. I didn't have to even worry about it being made out of gold. And then I only summoned for the Watchdogs because I didn't feel like dealing with them. And all I summoned was my Stormhawk because I forgot to put the Mimic on the hotbar menu. So I was like, well, I might as well just go quick. As far as drops go, the Watchdogs dropped Mad Pumpkinhead Ash. The Clear Rot, and I do have some extra stuff, but that part you should be able to see because I went to Atlas Plateau. Well, that was like the hour video. The dude, give me a minute to try to find things. One thing I'm trying to compose my thoughts a little bit here. The Crimson Rot people, this would probably be easier. Pay no attention to the other stuff I have there. Well, do pay attention. So this is what I got from beating those invaders you can summon by the Great Jar Pot Man, by that Colosseum. If you can beat 3 of them in one go without dying, you get this as a reward. The pot doesn't say anything, you just dots, and then you get this. It's just a very strong version of this, a stronger version of this. Which it's a shame I lost that footage as well, but it wasn't too bad. One thing I noted was that from what I read, those invaders you can summon might actually take from player characters, because a lot of them seem to have the Moonveil Katana, which is obviously an OP weapon. I also ended up putting this on because it actually is pretty good. But yeah, it took me like 3 tries before I was able to do it. It helps that you're able to kind of get a sneak attack on them as they spawn. The thing I got from the Clear Rot Valkyrie people that are in the swamp is Gold Scarab, which increases runes obtained from defeating enemies. And the thing I got from the golden guy in the mine that you get teleported to from the lake, the again I forgot its name, Fall Beasts or whatever, Fall Guys, is a somber smithing stone bell bearing. which, if you can imagine, makes it so you can get, this is the wrong way, so you can get some somber smithing stones. I believe it was like 1, 2, and 3. I'm sure later areas probably have the drops for higher somber smithing stones, but I thought that was at least neat and definitely worth it. This I did not see open before. I actually have no idea what this is about. This is new. I was just coming here to look at this, because here, it's only 2. Somber smithing stones. I guess we're checking this out real quick. I'm wondering if this is because I got to Atlas Plateau. Likely dung, so to speak, be wary of hole. Dung head. Is he like an invader?
Have you ever felt the curse? With your whole being, the pox upon life itself, feared and despised by all. The reviled blessing. Apparently not. You are but a lamb, a stranger to defilement, ignorant of your own ignorance. You no longer interest me.
That's rude.
It's been long without peace. Don't spoil my quietude.
Is this the dung eater I've heard about?
You not to disturb me. Be thankful of the whole serenity. It is all that keeps your death and defilement at bay.
You know, I thought dung eater would be cool, but
Do not be thankful. It is all.
he's very upsetting to me. Also, loads of corpses you got here, dude. I can't attack that wall. I tried to. Well, he seems fun. Yeah, I have no idea why that happened. So the other thing, I guess we can go to Selena real quick so I can at least show where some of the stuff was. I think this was the better checkpoint. I was right about a giant archway that was here that did have a boss, but all it was the Nox soldiers that we fought in what was it, Necron? Is that what the city's called? Necron? Somewhere here? Somewhere here? Mimic tier? Necron, yep. The ones that have the like stretchy weapons, it was over this way. This archway was what was blocked. There was a missed gate. All it was you had to fight 2 of them, one with the flail and one with the sickle. I believe they dropped... After killing them, they dropped a weapon of some kind. I didn't actually ever look at it. This one. Nox Flowing Sword. I wonder if it actually flows. Because I thought the sickle that the merchant was selling would be this. Wielded by swordsmen of the Eternal City, this shottel has the blade as fine as a needle. Forged from the liquid metals of silver tier. It is thoroughly tempered until hardened. Oh, that makes sense that their stretch weapons are made out of silver tiers. Flowing form temporarily transforms armament into a liquid form. Swing it, the armament like a whip to form a sweeping. So it probably is just a normal attack, and then the armament makes it stretch. I had gotten this before from something else, but that's the mace, right? Well, there was a chest at the end that I believe had this. Lusat's Glintstone Staff. Staff of the primeval glintstone sorcerer Lusat. Only those who have glimpsed what lies beyond the wisdom of stone may wield it. Enhances power of all sorceries, but consumes additional FP. No skill. And that was from the chest over here. But, yeah, like, they had, I think, about the same health as the ones that were in Necron when we went up here. The ones that were, like, when we traveled up this way. So, like, none of the fights were really difficult or, like, that interesting. Except difficult for this guy. Oh. Tragic. The most I'm upset about is this. Additionally, because I had looked up what I was missing here because I just didn't want to deal with the invisible guys. They annoy me. I believe the chest I was missing was over here, and it had a Cerulean Medallion +1, which just gives you more FP. And then over here is a picture frame, which I did not actually look to see anything else about that besides picking it up. And I think that was all I missed here. So beyond that, if I can just get back to a checkpoint so I can go back to the round table real quick. I don't think there was much else that was missed, because beyond that, what I was able to record from the PlayStation, at the very least, I think I probably am not going to show it because it wasn't really important. I went here to go talk to this finger reader crone, and it turns out there was a bonfire there. And I also went underground at Caelem Ruins because I realized that I ran past that before. Underground there was a Visage Shield, which is basically like the tanks. And I guess, I mean, I couldn't use it because it was too heavy, I think, but it shoots fire when you use your... I don't know if you have to like hold position. I think I don't have the ability to do it because I'm weak and frail. But all you had to do was fight 2 great pumpkins together, and again, their health was roughly the same as it usually seemed, or at least I was doing enough damage that they did not seem like they were special at all. So, beyond that, also the crone lady just said like, hey, yo, did you hear about the festival? Pretty lit, isn't it? And also something about a blooming flower in the raw over here. I don't know if that relates to Millicent, because the point of interest is pointing in that direction. But that was all the crone said. And beyond that, what I ended up doing afterwards, besides all the levels and stuff, is going up this way, but you will be able to see some of the footage of what happened, and I will just kind of talk about that as we zoom by everything that had occurred before the great issues with recording happened. I decided to show the Great Pumpkin thing here, if only because it is basically how all the other fights went that were missed. Like I said, I might be over-leveled, but I don't really know. I have the Arsenal charm on now. I wonder if I just forgot to switch it, or if I actually did get the recording of fighting the invaders. But you can see, like, obviously I'm taking hits, but I'm barely taking any damage, and also I'm doing like way too much damage with the art. So that's basically as easy as that was, and I did a little hop because it's so cool. So now I'm like, hey, let's go try to do the lift, because that sure looks like the lift right there. Teleport to Bellum Church. There wasn't really... So when we ran this way before, it looked like there was a big blockade. It really wasn't actually that significant. It was pretty easy to run by, and I do like mess around in there for a bit. I don't remember if I get anything, but I'm probably gonna just kind of skip ahead of that stuff. But we'll see. Like, they have their trebuchets that are up, but basically if I just go around the side here, as I am doing right now, I basically just avoid it like mostly everything. And then, for the most part, you can just run straight to where the elevator is. But for now, I'll just use this time to kind of explain what the issue was with the recording. Basically, my computer crashed while I was recording the part, and because it was all one continuous part, and because I was an idiot and was recording it to MP4, the crash meant that all of the recording was just lost. Now, I say I'm an idiot because OBS basically tells you, hey, maybe don't record to MP4 because you will lose that recording if anything happens. And lo and behold, I did. I did it because basically Sony Vegas doesn't support any of the files that are supposed to be good for recording like that. But I obviously after the issue that happened, I looked into it and learned that OBS actually just has a converter that you can just use. So I am now going to be recording to, I think it's MKV, which means that if the computer runs into an issue, that should still keep the file, even if it didn't finalize. Whether or not that works, we'll see. I think I know why my computer crashed too, so I think I fixed that issue, but obviously the safety net is necessary, especially because the PlayStation recording isn't ideal, because you're gonna miss out on the voice recording, which, you know, is so great and always fantastic. But so I should be able to just not have this issue as extremely. At most it'll just be a oh whoa, quick like jump cut as I'm like, hey, something happened and I needed to read up my computer real quick. But yeah, so I mean, you can see here we just went past the barricade and I'm like kind of running because I'm like, is there gonna be like a boss over here? But it kind of seems like there was just nothing. And oh yeah, there's a Scarab over here. I don't even remember what the Scarab dropped. I think they just dropped sombering smithing stones. Everyone's message was talking about like an ambush, but all it was bats. And you know, bats are annoying, but they're not a big deal. Be wary of ambush. Who cares about the ambush? So I'm probably going to skip ahead a little bit because for the most part, I go up to where the elevator is. I kind of try to hug a bunch of walls to no avail. There wasn't really any items. And then I went back to the camp for a minute because I wanted to see if there was anything. Because I had made the bold proclamation that every camp seems to have a cookbook. And then I think none of the camps I have gone to after I made that proclamation ever had a cookbook. So I was wrong about that. And now I'm just having trouble hitting a bat. Very cool. I don't know if I go into the elevator first before I try hugging and jumping on walls. Yeah, I mostly was just hopping around just to see, and then there was a message that was like, oh, maybe it's a secret, and I'm like, I got hit all the walls now. It wasn't really all the walls, it was just this message. Because I saw the message there, I fell off before I was able to see if the message did anything, and then I was like, nah, there can't be anything. It's worthless. I actually don't think I even, like, I go in and look at the elevator, and I express how I kind of was expecting it to be more of a dungeon than anything. But it looks like it's just the elevator, and that's when I decided to go back to the camp. This dude mentions an ancient tunnel that leads to the Erdtree roots. I don't know when yeah, I think I said that that tunnel might be it, and then later I think that maybe that tunnel can get us to Atlas Plateau. Because, like, we're heading towards the Erdtree, right? And that ghost seems to imply, like, hey, another way to get to the Erdtree, and if you don't know where to find the half coins, which makes sense, because the half coins are kind of in their own spot. I also have used just kind of top off with a lot of these ruins, because I'm afraid of dying and don't want to have to go back for souls, and I'm close enough to leveling up. So I... Actually, did I level up a lot? Because I think my vigor is at way more than 30 when I said I did. I think I was just trying to get my vigor to like 1100 maybe. I think at some point when I was fighting the NPC invaders for the big jug, I mentioned that that was probably easy because there was that meme going around that a lot of people don't put any points in their vigor, which I also didn't. But I decided I should because that really will help me tank hits, especially since you do get a lot of points compared to other stats that you put in too. I have no idea why I went back to the round table. I think I was able to upgrade some weapons at some point. Oh, I know the Celian tunnel mines that you get teleported to from the lake had some smithing stones 5, so I was able to start upgrading my God Slayer seal again. And then I need more smithing stone 6, I suppose.
Greetings.
I don't remember if it was in this or later. I think earlier. I think we saw it that I was able to upgrade Bloodhound Fang up to 9. So we need like one special upgrade material to finish that off. But I guess I was considering going to Volcano Manor. If anything, I probably decided against it because I feel like going through the front gate with the invitation seems like a better option than heading to through the basement if that gets us into the manor proper, or if that is just a dead end. So I'll probably do that eventually once we actually get to the manor itself. I think I'm just kind of looking at the elevator. This might have been when I figured it's not going to be a dungeon at all, because this is the elevator proper. You saw there was the hoist medallion option, and then I think I look around and then decide to just go and play around with the rest of that barricade fort area. Here I am, coming back to the elevator, deciding that now is the perfect time to do this. There's a big whole cutscene. I said something kind of stupid during this, that like I'm surprised there was a cutscene, but also I was like, oh, the cutscene's probably here because Atlas Plateau is its own map, and it needs to like load it in. Which isn't, I guess it's not stupid, but I guess obviously they could have just made it a regular elevator that still loaded out the initial area. The like Lernia Lake zone that we are in, and then like can load in Atlas Plateau. I guess it realistically does do the same thing, but I don't know why it was like, oh yeah, the cutscene definitely means that happened, and not just the fact that it's going to be an elevator no matter what. If anything, I would say it's probably just a cutscene because technically the Atlas Plateau is supposed to be very high up, and having to ride the elevator the whole way seems kind of annoying. But we eventually do end up at Atlas Plateau. If anything, I am grateful that I was able to get this part recorded, because I think a lot more happened here, because obviously we are exploring a lot more now. Whether or not I'm going to skip some things, I'm not sure, because there was a decent chunk of stuff. I will maybe skip around just a smidge. So I'm like looking out and I'm like, oh, I can't see anything. Oh, it's because there's more ground there and it's not just a balcony. But even when I do go closer to the edge, you can't really see. I don't know if that's just because of the way the weather is, or if that kind of adds to my idea that it probably is not actually loaded in. I also get spooked because there's a bunch of golems over here and I really want a bonfire so I don't have to... Oh god, I didn't even see that person! There's a person right there. I did not see that person and I did not talk to them. Wow, is this how it feels to watch my gameplay? I was too busy looking at those golems and there's just someone standing there. Hopefully they're still there because I need to go back and talk to them. I don't even know who that is. Was that the servant lady that gave me the invitation? Or is that someone else? I can't tell because she's not hunchback, or at least I can't see the hunchback. So here I just go and look at the... I'm like, oh, let me look over the land that I've explored. And it's all foggy, which again could just be the weather. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is just part of the, like, make the world look big and open while not actually technically being as connected. Obviously, the game is big enough as is. I'm not surprised that they might have to do some kinds of tricks. Especially when climbing all the way up here. Although it would be kind of fun to fall off and see what happens. So I just wanted to skirt around those giants. I'm sure I could handle them, but I didn't want to handle them. You know how it is. And then I think some goblins showed up, and I'm like, wow, didn't think goblins would be up here. And those sheep are doing some rollouts too. I'm not sure if I am over leveled for this area as well. Like, I feel bad, but it's the way the game is set up is very weird. I guess you're not expected to do everything in the world, but I like doing that. And because of that, though, I end up being level 80 at this point. And I don't know if that's too much for what the game expects from you. I mean, if anything, I had thought that, like, once we were done with Caelid, like, okay, this has to be the big, like, difficulty spike. But I might just not be in the right area. Obviously, the overworld is not going to be quite as scary as everything else. So we're just chilling at some goblin ruins. There is a underground here. I don't remember what I got from the underground here. There was a boss fight, though. It was a very scary boss fight, and also why I think I might be over-leveled. Right, I never went back for this guy. He runs away way too quick. I don't know if that ghost dung beetle has anything. I needed to come back here. I think I was going to attempt to come back here and got distracted. You can imagine, new zone means many distractions along the way. So boss fight, I think I pumped myself up for it because I'm, you know, new area. I'm expecting some crazy thing. I'm also dreading the idea that it might be one of those revenants because last time we had like an underground cave, well, besides the pumpkin guys, but that underground cave that had the ghost revenants was pretty spooky. But I think this was just, I mean, demi-human queen. We kind of fought this by the Weeping Peninsula, and as you can see, weapon arts did quick work. I'm glad I emoted during this because it makes my character have more emotion while I'm doing a pre-recorded talk-through. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe once we actually get into areas proper, they will be difficult. Ritual Sword Talisman, I don't even remember what that did. I also think I had trouble finding it in here. It didn't seem great, and I think I need all of my weight. Well, the one that that one, the Erdtree favor, doesn't seem necessary. When I put on the big weight one, raises attack power when HP is full. That doesn't happen often enough, I feel, for me to benefit from it. Once I put on the big arsenal talisman, I was able to put on all of Blaith's armor, which just has a lot of physical defense, so that's why I did it. I don't want to cosplay as Blaith, I would never. But it seems like my best armor at the moment. I think at this point I'm just trying to see. I think I marked because of the dung beetle. Never mind, not what I thought I was doing there. Now I want to see where the map piece is. And that divine bridge, I believe, was a teleport that happened at some point. I think when we were at Weeping Peninsula, but I don't remember. So then I'm dropping down here. Again, I think I'm still looking for that bonfire. See a golden tree and get very excited because of it. And I see a bonfire. So exciting. I contemplate, I think, whether or not the marker up there is for the big chunk of area that I'm looking for. And then I think I didn't rest at that bonfire. I think what I wanted to do was try to climb up the cliff to get back to the ruins to try to get that dung beetle. And then maybe I just decided against it. I guess I remembered that I didn't rest at the bonfire at that point. Because, I mean, it's like a glowy dung beetle. It might be important. It might have something cool. It probably doesn't, but I don't think I ever went back to get it. I think I got distracted or couldn't find a way up. So I ended up going to a different area. Which I think I'm going to kind of skip some of the area, except for, like, the maybe one thing that happened there. But they're pretty, at the moment, they're pretty much like default enemies, so it wasn't quite as exciting. Seeing the flags up there, though, is pretty neat. I don't know if I get closer to it, but I think I see what would be the gate to the capital city. We do not go there yet, though. I guess that's when I was trying to jump to the ruins and then decided, whatever, let's go to this fort. Or decide to still go around the wall. or decide to go to the fort. Let's go into the fort. I think mainly because I saw the carts. I'm like, oh, I can get some weapons from this. But it's pretty empty for some reason. This guy says that there might be a trap, but I say, nah, it can't be. Even though there's plenty of ways for there to be traps here, I'm just kind of like, nah, it's fine. I'm gonna go see what's in this chest. And then I see what the trap is. For some reason, I did not notice those up there. Did I ever go back for the other chest? Because there's another cart there. I don't remember what was in it. I remember the troll gold sword, which, in case you didn't know, it's there. I left it up forever just for you. But, yeah, the trap was kind of fun, even though they missed. I don't know if they would have even hit me with it because I was still in the animation of opening the box. But then there's just kind of normal soldiers here. I think I did pick up some of their armor at some point. I don't know if it's anything special. I also made note that they dropped Smithing Stone 5, which would have been cool when I needed it, but now it's not a big deal. But it's good to know that you can just get those drops. I did go back for this. I don't remember what was in this one. Great Shield Talisman, okay. Well, the ambush was the most important thing, and I think Great Shield just raises your poise or defense guard ability. I don't even know what that really means, but it boosts your guard ability. So then the rest of the camp is pretty bog standard. And then Troll Gold Sword needs just big strength, which is to be expected. It's a colossal sword. So there was a great pumpkin in the camp. I guess that was the most exciting thing. I think there was another part of the camp that I get to later that has like a spiked mace. And you can see on the map there for just a minute that the map marker is there now. So I do see a Knight Rider over here. And I'm like, yeah, let's deal with the Knight Rider. So that's what this is. And it's about the same fight. I probably should have gotten like off the horse to try to do some blood flame on my sword because it lasts longer. I think it would actually be worth it to set it up and then do horseback fighting with that. But I didn't really consider it. And I think I get a little stupid with the fight at this point. I also accidentally get off my horse. The real problem with pressing L3 is sometimes you just accidentally do it while you're using the analog stick. Might be more of a me problem. I don't even remember what dropped from him. I think it was a fate spell, actually. But I don't remember what it does, if I even looked at it. Yeah, so that was just me fumbling for a bit, but once we get him off the horse, we can kind of get some good damage off before he calls his horse again. I do try to get him there because I thought maybe I could get him before he casts it. Thankfully, him calling his horse isn't really a big deal. It just makes it... I don't know, all of his attacks are pretty easy to avoid, even if I'm not doing a good job at avoiding them. And I'm doing a great job at getting hit and missing my hits. But we got some good hits in that time. Not that time, though. This time, though, we'll get him. This time for real. Nailed it. Easy fight. Oh, Ash of War shared order. I don't know if I even actually looked at what that was. It seems like it might be like a holy spell kind of thing, though. So I think it would add faith scaling, which seems interesting. So I'm going to just go and find the map indicator. I believe there's also a bonfire near it as well. You can see it right there. And we can see another tree over there. Actually, the map wasn't really as close to the bonfire as I thought. I go over to the ruins because I see the guy kind of hanging out there and I want to mess with him. I don't think there was really anything important over there. It's just I saw him. I thought maybe he might be an NPC, and then these guys were here, and I'm like, nah, probably not. But it looks like he's just Arrow Man, there to be annoying and shoot arrows at you. I think I can see from here, though, if I look. I think I look around and see. Maybe I don't look around at all. But this looks like this is the path towards where the actual capital city would be. I think the flags obviously are big indicators. Yeah, I guess I don't look. I might have skipped a pass where I looked at the gate. But that looked like that was the path forward. And it looks like the gate's pretty close by, honestly. But I feel like I don't want to really get to the capital city till we're like good and done with the other places. I think here I just messed around with some camps. There's some of those, whatever, like Omen Killer, whatever I got my blades from them. Not my blades, that one other curved sword from them. Which I thought maybe with my new weight skill I would be able to dual wield curved swords, but not quite yet. At least not with my armor. I would have to shift stuff around, and I don't really feel like it. He also tries to bear hug me on a horse, and I was like, ha, he can't do that. But then I got a little scared, because I'm like, what if he can hug me? What if he can do a grapple while I'm on a horse? That would be terrible. I am going back to the map. I do go back to the fort area, because there is, like, a chest in one of those forts that I didn't go to. But, again, I think it's just a mace. There's a couple of the, like, really big soldiers that were over there, though. Very scary stuff. Don't know why I'm going this way. I have no idea why I'm going this way. I think I saw the shadow in the rock there made me think it was a cave, I think. But we have like this section, so the one by the Volcano Manor is going to be its own thing, and then there's probably going to be a map for the oh, you can actually see where the map is, specifically for the capital city. And you can kind of see the like the big walkway, like that's going to be capital city, definitely. So very exciting stuff. I don't know if there's anything else besides those three. And I think it's weird how those finger reading crones are marked on the map, even if you haven't gotten close to them. I think this is when I'm like, maybe this connects somehow. Just because of like the location of it. So this is like the last bit of camp that I went back to. And there was just a chest here. There were a lot of the big guys. One of them was on a horse. Wasn't really a big deal. All it was a sacrificial twig. I don't know where I thought I got a mace from. Could have been anywhere, honestly. Might have been thinking of something else entirely. There might not have been a mace at all. At some point I decided to head up north more. Did I mark it already on the map? There was like a church that I might have marked. At some point I marked on the map that I want to get to. I don't end up getting there, and I don't know if I can. Is this the spiked mace? Probably not. It's a turtleneck meat. There was like a church-looking ruins up on a cliff, but I couldn't really get to it. But we do explore kind of a bit of an area. Remember what this said at all. The first defense of Lindell, a sovereign alliance, rots from within, traces yet remain of bloody conspiracy. And I'm like, I know about the conspiracy. We learned a bit about that. So there's that church, and I see that I think there's like a dude there, but I think it's just like a enemy probably, and I'm like, oh, I'll probably get a sacred tear. We'll get back there later. Yeah, I did mark the church. You can see the one I'm trying to get to on the map. It's somewhere up there, but I think I actually have to get through the capital city to get to it. I'm sure there's other ways to get up there, but I didn't. So I I'm still trying to do that. I see that glowy tower, and I'm like, that's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm still just trying to find my way around that. I do realize I'm probably going a long way around. I'm like, I'll also go here, and then that just goes away. I also start hearing weird noises here. I don't know whether or not it'll pick up well. But, yeah, tower's gone. I'm like, well, I still need to go look at that. It also, like, gets dark. I think that's just the weather because it started raining. But it got really scary because the tower disappeared. I hear, like, noises that I think is, like, laughing at me. And it just starts to darken a little bit. And I'm like, I need to bail. And obviously, I'm still just trying to hug the wall around. At some point, I don't remember if it's soonish. There we go, soonish. Little ghost gargoyle shows up, and I say, hey, this is just like the woods in Sekiro. And then, I don't know, I think I make a joke about how, like, see, I'm not just a one-trick pony who only references Bloodborne. Sometimes I bring up Sekiro as well when playing a FromSoft game. But then I just walk away, because I'm not going to mess with him. I see some jellyfish, and I'm like, yo, this looks like a path up. And they're friendly jellyfish. Don't need to mess with them. And then there's some ruins. And then I see these freaks. And I say, huh, they look scary. No need to mess with them. And I'm pretty sure I bail. Yeah. Yeah, they looked scary. Not feeling that. So then I think from here I kind of realize, I see the cave and I realize that's just to say I didn't do anything at those ruins. I realize that this probably isn't going to lead me to where I want to go. I go a little bit into the cave, pick up some items in there, and I think I level up again because I actually have a decent amount of ruins at this point. I mainly just wanted to get the bonfire here so that I can fast travel when I want to return. But I was kind of dead set on doing the ruins that I was looking for, or at least going to the ones that I saw around. Because tower usually means a memory stone. And also, it's, you know, it vanished in front of me, so that's intriguing. And also the other ruins that I missed. I got most. There was like, there are some back rooms here. Yeah, with a chest. I don't remember anything good in that chest, but we'll see what it was. I think I also mentioned either here or when I went back into the mines in Caelid that these people that are digging are supposed to have a higher drop rate for upgrade materials for your weapons. Good whiffs I had there. But I don't think I had much luck with that. And I figured there's probably a trap in here. And there was! Little snail snakes. And then I don't think there was anything else. I think I come back through like real quick to get some extra souls so I can level up again. Like I said, I just went vigor. Yeah, because then I'm like, nah, I'm not. I don't feel like going in there. Especially because it looks like it's a lot bigger than just this tunnel, and I'm like, we'll worry about it later. So then I just like do some soul popping, and then I kill something real quick to level up. So then I'm just leaving here again, and I decide since we got that grace to go and mess with those scary monsters that I didn't want to mess with. Because I'm like, hey, I can... I also didn't have any souls at this point, so I felt like it wasn't really any loss if I didn't survive fighting these gross-looking dudes. But thankfully I do decent damage to them. It seems like what they like to do is vomit. I don't know if I see what it does. I think it's the scary, like, petrify... whatever status. It's probably not petrify, but you know what I mean. There's another dude there. Looks like he was ready to vomit. Guess I didn't realize he dropped anything. I sure am blind. I think it was just a chest here. I think this had a shield that I never looked at. Nope, it has Wrath of God. That was the faith thing that I saw. I think what that is that's the rejection, but probably with holy damage. I do look at it because it looked like it was an incantation. Golden Shockwave that knocks back foes. Needs 32 faith, but it seems like it might be a better rejection. Is there like another cave? I don't know where I got. I might have gone up that way, and then I'd just take that marker off, because I'm like, I'm exploring now. These guys aren't that scary. I can explore. I can find things. I consider looking at the wall to try to see if there's another way up, but I don't think I ever actually do. Too busy exploring the ruins. Poison darts. There's a couple items here. There's also slugs. Took me a minute to figure out exactly what they were. I just saw them moving. I was like, nope, gotta kill them. Big slugs here. But they're also not too bad. I'm sure if I get like ganged up on, they would be. Soft cotton. Pretty sure there was another cave. I think this is when I realized I don't really want to fuck with these guys. Because this, one of them does some bullshit. There you go. Yeah, there's the petrify. So I do kill these ones, but I think after this I just decide to run by anything else that I see. Because that was just a big field of death. That guy, though, he had shiny eyes, so he probably gave me a lot of money. And also, like, nothing here seems like it's worth it. I don't think I saw where this ghost started walking when I tried to touch it, so I just kind of bailed. I think I marked it on my map at least. If anything, it probably leads... The mine would be stupid because it's already on the map. But yeah, I didn't see where he went. So I just go to more ruins at this point. At this point, I just go to more ruins, I say. I was going to make it a person and decided against it. He will be a gate because he will lead me to dungeon. So that guy's just talking to a slug over there. And I'm like, I'm going to rush to that ruin, grab whatever's there, and then fail because I don't want to deal with anyone. There's that shield. And a gravel stone. I never looked at the icon shield. Kind of looks like stained glass, honestly. I don't know what it is. Also, I think I saw a message up top on the ruins and thought it was an item for a moment, which is why I went back. Well, then I decided it was probably a message and bailed. Because, again, I don't want to deal with those status ailments. But then I try to deal with those status ailments to get to that dung beetle before he disappears. And it was worth it because I got a golden butt slam. Which I'm assuming is the same as the other butt slam that I have as an Ash of War, but with golden holy damage or some stupid thing. I don't think that cart doesn't look like it had anything. I try to climb the bridge thinking that I can maybe reach the top and then learn that it doesn't seem like it's a great option. I get a little higher up and then just see the sheer wall. I guess there's a chance I might be able to climb on some of those broken bits, but I didn't want to risk it. So then I think I head over to the tower now. Very exciting stuff. And then I want to go to those ruins, which I saw like a weird looking guy in, but mainly for the sacred tier. Which I'm assuming it's a sacred tier. Spoilers, it turns out it is a sacred tier, but because it was by the Marika statue, that tends to be the case. Much like how I was confident that the forts always have cookbooks, I'm confident that the Marika statue will always have a sacred tier. But I'm sure I could be wrong there. So this is a pretty simple thing too. It's basically like the Beasts one. I mean, you see there's a book there, but what you have to do is touch these symbols. which I did early because I was like, oh, what does this do? And then I should have read it. Found a simple map, check inventory. And there's a simple map. I think I get confused because it says simple map and then shows me the map on my inventory. And I'm scared that something's going to attack me, so I am like hiding. But the map is pretty straightforward. Like, you can very easily tell where those X marks are. I think this is me like saying, didn't I get something else? But we got one right by where the tower is. You can see one is going to be by the bridge, and then one is in a little bit of a alcove there. Like, I basically marked the spots pretty quickly there. And I run in and grab this dude's item. See, you can see it right there. It's nice and glowy. One of them, the other one is kind of a pain. We'll see. It's not really a pain. I guess, lucky. Messages helped me out. But if you can imagine, one of them was a little spicy. And then I don't. These gargoyles are just gargoyles. I don't really feel like fighting them either. So just heading off to get to the other one, grab whatever items I see. I don't remember when. There was a fun little thing I saw, and I don't even think I got anything cool from it. Oh, here it is. There's these guys that are just dancing around a dung beetle. And I'm like, I don't really want to mess with them, but I do want to kill that dung beetle. So I decide to pop shot it with some lightning. Did I get anything from this? It just seemed weird. It was an interesting thing to see. And I just blast him. And the guys look like they don't even know what's happening. I got a somber smithing stone out of it. Kind of worth it. Like I said, I at least know that I do have the opportunity to upgrade more special weapons. So even if I am just using the Blood Fang. So I'm here. This is where the marker was. And I'm like, I don't see anything. And then I see all these messages around the rock. And some glowing in the rock. And it's just, there it is. It was an illusion rock. I grabbed that, and then I think I like all of the messages just because it was nice of them to just circle the exact location that I need it. Because otherwise, I think I would have had some trouble with that. I don't know if I would have ever tried to hit a rock. So then I just try to find my way back to where the tower is. I think, yeah, there's a bonfire I find, which is nice. I say something stupid about how, like, oh, was this bonfire always there, or was it part of the tower illusion? And I'm pretty sure it was just always there, and I just didn't see it. Because I'm often blind. Those guys went back to dancing. I didn't notice that. They're just circling around nothing now. But yeah, we can just get to the tower now. It's right there. Very cool tower. I liked how when the tower was gone, you could still see the messages that were in the tower. I'm just looking around to see if there was maybe any bonuses. And then I get really excited because I'm thinking, oh boy, this is going to teleport me somewhere, isn't it? Oh yeah, this corpse has a slumbering egg. I want to look at what the description for slumbering egg is, because that seems weird. So what you get is some sorceries that make you partially invisible or can make your weapon fully invisible, which I'm sure is mainly for PvP. The unseen blade sounds kind of neat to me, and I think I make a reference to like Fate Stay Night or Fate Zero or whatever other fates, because they do that with like Excalibur, is they make it like invisible so you don't know what weapon it is. But I could see that being really fun with PvP. And then I decide, let's go to that ruin over there, and then we will continue to Volcano Manor after this ruin, I say. Bright-eyed, thinking, wow, my recording session is going really great right now. I was able to clean up a lot of bosses real quick. I'm feeling badass. I did some things up here on Atlas Plateau, and I'm not having too much of an issue. What could go wrong? So we go. I think it's just a quick drop down to get there. Didn't seem like it was much of a bother. Actually, was that different ruins I saw, or was that the tower? That might have been the tower in the distance there. yeah, I just drop down here. Really simple. I go in. I realize right now that, oh, it's that guy. It's Yura. And then there's a dog. And I'm like, oh no, the dog. And then the dog fucking kills him. And then kills me. And that's really upsetting. And I also started getting invaded. And then I think after I hit the stake is when I see that my, recording, not my recording, but my computer blue screens on me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. You could tell when it happens after I, probably when I stop and when I start running away when the invader shows up. Because I come here to get my souls. I want to see if you can tell specifically when I see it happen. I don't grab that item because I think maybe I can go... There's the Sacred Tear. Right now has to be when I realize what happened. Because I think I was going to go teleport out and now I'm like running away instead of trying to fight the invader because I wanted to, you know, actually record that part. And I can't like horse around, so I'm just trying to bail. Yeah, so this is just when the recording stopped and I was able to recover it with PlayStation mostly, besides the first part. But hopefully this recap was fine enough. It's kind of not great. I also realized standing there might be a mistake because the invader might fall off and that would just be embarrassing. And also dog is here. But yeah, I just try to bail and eventually I do end up, but I had to go like really far away. I think I ended up back at the tower. Did I grab anything here in these graves? But yeah, I'm upset about what happened, but I've at least learned from my mistakes, I think. And now I shouldn't have this issue at all if my computer decides to crash on me, or if anything else somehow kerfuffles the recording. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't have this issue again. So after that clusterfuck of an issue that happened, both with Yura just fucking dying, he's still technically here, but I don't know if we can fix that. I'm going to try to go to the church and see if the Celestial Dew will fix the fact that a dog killed him. Fingers crossed. And we will, hopefully be able to continue whatever he was doing. I'm assuming the invader has something to do. I could use some absolution.
Greetings.
Yeah, so I guess we can't do anything about Yura. That blows. That's very upsetting, but I guess we'll go and try to fight the invader. Maybe the fact that Yura is still technically there means that he would have died anyways. He was on the ground. But I feel like we would have been able to maybe see something. Do a bit more with him than that. That dog sucked. It also, like, insta-killed me. Like, legit, I think I had full health mostly, and the dog just ruined my day. But, yeah, having a great time today. So, before the invader shows up, let's deal with the dog that we saw. It's not even a thing of, like, I led the dog there, because I just didn't know the dog was there. That must have been the one. There's a couple of them. Best bet is to get rid of them before they can become issues. Hopefully that's it. So, like, yeah, his corpse is still here. I'm getting invaded. Hopefully, he drops a Nagakaba. Probably should have tried to set up before. Ooh, you got dragon. Easy fight when the dogs aren't here. Purified Crystal Tear. Ilnara's Pole Blades. There's just someone. I failed. Yeah, I failed too. Some kind of Crystal Tear is interesting. I'm so peeved. What was it? Purifying? Purifies the Lord's blood curse and the result concoction purifies the curse from Mog, Lord of Blood's terrifying rite of blood. Yeah, he's not here anymore. So we lost that quest line, which really blows. I'm gonna try to go back in, but he's like, he doesn't show up there at all. I'm really upset about that. That fucking dog. Like, what the hell? I'm real angry. I don't think he's gonna be back at all. I guess I'm gonna have to look up to see if there was more to the quest line. I'm assuming this had to have been close to an endpoint, though. I hate you dogs. Who the fuck are you? Shouldn't have gone in there, I see. Blood loss is building up in that. That's my depressing motion. Well, yeah, like I said, I'll look it up. I'm gonna just go back to the round table again and hopefully can figure out how to chop up all those bits from the PlayStation recording to make it at least feasible to see what has happened.